My name is Andrew Lister from Lister Beaupre. I'm an employment and labor lawyer here in Ottawa. I'm from the area. I've been in practice for about 22 years, and I've assisted employers and employees and trade unions in all matter of labor and employment matters, constructive dismissal, human rights, occupational health and safety, and the like. I look forward to being able to help you.
What service does Lister Beaupre offer to employers?
Well, once an employer determines that they want to sever the employment relationship, obviously they want it done with as little legal difficulty as possible. They want it to be as inexpensive as possible, but they also want to consider issues on morale for other employees. They also want to make sure that there's no complications that can arise out of termination. So we go through a series of questions with the employer. We want to know whether there's an employment contract in place. That will sometimes govern the amount of money or time that's required. We'll want to know whether the employer would consider having the employees continue to work out part of their notice. That's called working notice, and it sometimes is a bit of a win-win given the appropriate circumstances. Assuming that they don't want to go working notice, there's no employment contract, then we're into considerations of how much statutory notice, either under the Canada Labour Code or under the Ontario Employment Standards Act, does the employer have to give the employee, and then in addition to that, how much common law notice might be required. We go through a series of questions with the employer and come up with a recommendation on what we think is a reasonable package. We'll assist the employer by drafting the termination letter at times. We'll sometimes prepare a release if there's an amount of money over and above what's owed statutorily. And then we'll just give general advice on how to make sure that this process, which is not one that employers enjoy, generally speaking, goes as smoothly and without complications as possible, so that there's no further legal ramifications or disruption to the business.